The 2020 Eurovision Song Contest is cancelled. Welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. If you've not visited my channel before, please do click on the subscribe button. Also, there's a notification bell, and always please do share, like, and comment below. Now, this would have been the opportunity that I would be doing my kind of end of national final season update, but I have rather sad news, which you may well have already know about, is that the Eurovision 2020 has been cancelled. Now, this, I have to say, is not really a surprise. I think it was just a matter of time before the announcement came. The pandemic is sweeping across large swathes of the globe, and the measures that are the public health measures that are being taken to restrict that pandemic means that it was really impossible for it to take place. I obviously, feel so much for all the, the artists, the organisers, the delegations, the fans. But there are things much bigger than Eurovision, as we know, and this is we're in an unprecedented sort of circumstance at the moment, and obviously the measures that authorities are having to take to kind of restrict the growth of the pandemic and reduce the number of deaths are some of the kind of sort of most extraordinary since the Second World War. But I don't think I can't really overemphasize enough that this is no ordinary, this isn't ordinary seasonal flu. This is something far more serious, and particularly for those vulnerable, more vulnerable, so the elderly, those with underlying health conditions. So, yes, please do, wherever you are, take very seriously all of your public health authorities or your government's kind of recommendations or instructions on taking the actions that you need to take at this time. So what happens next? What happens on this channel? It certainly changed my plans for videos. We'll see what happens in terms of the artists and the songs. There's some discussion about whether or not they would be able to take their songs to next year's Eurovision, and that may be hosted in Rotterdam. Some delegations have already kind of confirmed that their artists for this year will be the representative next year. Others have said other things. I think when it becomes clearer what's happening, I might yet do my kind of top 41 of all of this year's songs, but we'll wait and see kind of what happens. And because obviously, hopefully we might see some of the songs next year. If that is the case, I'll probably end up doing a lot more sort of top fives and various other kind of videos in the sort of coming weeks. I certainly have plenty of time in the house because I am self-isolating and working from home as I live with my parents live with me, who are obviously over 70. So I'm doing my best to cocoon them from risk of infection. For those people that don't necessarily follow Eurovision, I think some people might say very flippantly, "Oh, good, Eurovision's cancelled." But I think that's, I have no time for those people at all. I think all of us that are Eurovision fans know how much it means to us on all sorts of different levels. How it brings us together, how it's got us through often some very difficult times, or it's been something that we can enjoy if we've not felt as though we've been part of a wider group. And yeah, for many people, it's brought a great deal of joy and happiness into their lives. And I want to sort of leave this video with a kind of, I'm trying to be on a positive note, but what I would really like you to do is in the comments below, if you can put the Eurovision song and the Eurovision video that kind of means most to you. You don't have to say why it means the most to you, but the ones that have moved you the most, or the ones that sort of connect with you the most for whatever reason that might be. We'll be back again soon, I hope, and take care.